Welcome to my channel Be Yourself. This is Dr. Rajni Sharma and today I am going to deal with cancer. In this video I will give just a brief review of the cancer. Only just points at what cancer is, how it causes and all. Not much more. So let's get a start for this. Cancer is any cells which undergo uncontrolled growth and take the shape of tumor. It can be of two types: benign, which means it affects only a single part of the body and it doesn't spread to other part. It can be malignant also. It means it once affecting a part of the body, it will migrate to other parts of the body too. It is actually a real type of cancer and it is more dangerous and it is also very difficult for the treatment. Both benign and malignant tumors are classified according to the type of cell from which they arise. Most cancers fall into one of the three main groups. These can be carcinomas, which constitute 90% of the human cancer, and it is present in the malignance of the epithelial cells. Second type is sarcomas, and it is a solid tumors of connective tissues such as muscles, bone, cartilage, and fibrous tissues. Leukemias and lymphomas it constitute 7% of the human malignancies, and it arises from the blood forming cells and from cells of human system respectively. Now how it get initiated? It generally initiates with the mutations. One cell gets mutated and it will lead to the proliferate uncontrolled manner. After that, in this uncontrolled growth, some other cells get mutated and it will again leads to the increase in the populations of the cells and it will form the tumor. I'm trying to explain it more clearly with the help of a colon carcinomas. Here it is the basal lamina, blood vessels and lymphatic vessels. So what happens? The cells which arises the cancer is known as single initial proliferating cells. It then rise into the proliferative cell population. This population will continue to grow into a mass of the tumor and it will form small adenoma, polyp or neoplast. After that, it will form intermediate adenoma. Then on the both sides of the basal lamina, it will continue to divide or grow in an uncontrolled manner to form a large adenoma plus carcinomas. Then what happened? This until this time it is a malignant, but after when it will migrate to the lymphatic vessels or the blood vessels to affect the other part of the body, then it becomes malignant. This is how there is the initiation of the benign tumors which can convert it into the malignant one. Eventually, the cancerous cells penetrate the wall of colon and invade other abdominal organs such as the gallbladder or small intestine. In addition, the cancer cells invade blood and lymphatic vessels, which I already have shown, allowing them to metastasize throughout the body. Now, what are the properties of cells, of cancerous cells? How we can distinguish it from the normal cells? Here we have two petri plates, one of the normal cells and other with the cancerous cells. Cancerous cells are non-sensitive to density-dependent inhibition, which means in case of normal cells, what will happen? It will keep on growing till it has growth factors or the nutrients in the petri plate. But if we will see for the cancerous cells, it will keep on growing even it has consumed all the nutrition from the petri plate. How this happens? The other property of this is that it has an autocrine growth stimulation. Because of this, even after consuming all the nutrients from the petri plate, it will keep on growing. What happens? If you will see this vesicles, it contains the growth factors. It will stimulate the division of these cells or the growth of these cells, cancerous cells. What happens? It will fuse out with the cells of the cancer cell, and it will release out these growth factors, and this has autocrine growth stimulation. It means it will self stimulate its own cells to divide or replicate in the uncontrolled manner. So it will continue to divide even after it has consumed all the nutrition from the petri plate. Third and important property is that contact inhibition. What happens in the case of normal cells? It get inhibited by the contact. When it will uh, uh, if we will see, when it will be in contact with the nearby cells, it will not grow. But what happens in the case of cancer cells? It has the ability to grow even after it is in contact with the nearby cells. This is the reason why they get accumulated over one to over another and form a stack of the cells to give rise to tumors. Now, what are the causes of cancers? We can't define any particular cause of cancer. There are so many causes of cancers. I have just tried to note out some of them. Any substances which leads to the cancer is known as carcinogens. Here I have listed some, such as tobacco, which constitute 25 to 30% of the causes of cancer, especially lung cancer. But now here we can't say that all the lung cancer can arise from the tobacco, because there are the other factors also which leads to the cause of the cancers, like lung cancer, like air pollution also. Other is the diet and obesity. It constitutes 30 to 35% of the causes of cancer. What happens? High salt diet, which leads to the gastric cancer. Aflatoxin B1. It is a very common food adulterant and it causes the liver cancer. Betel nut. It causes oral cancer. So all these are the different types of cancer, but we can't specify that all the gastric cancer, all the lung cancer can be caused by tobacco, all the gastric cancer can be caused by high salt diet. There can be combination of the causes for a particular type of cancer. Now, infections can also lead to the cancer, and it constitutes 15 to 20% of the causes of cancer. Radiation. It includes both ionic as well as non-ionic radiation. Children and adolescents are more likely to develop cancer due to radiations, or we can say they are 2 times more likely to develop cancer in comparison to adult. Whereas before birth, exposure to the radiations, it becomes 10 times more effective for the causes of cancer. Another interesting cause for the cancer are the chemicals, which can also include alcohol. In a study, it was seen that in Western Europe, 10% of cancers in male and 3% of cancer in female are contributed to alcohol. Insulin-like growth factors is also one of the causes for the cancer. It also included under the hormonal category for the cause of cancer, as it affects the uncontrolled differentiation, cell proliferation, and also affect apoptosis, which is a programmed cell death. About apoptosis, I already have explained in my previous video. I have given the link for the apoptosis in my description, so don't worry, you can get it from there. Growth hormones causes osteosarcomas, and there are some physical agents too, like mineral fibers, which include asbestos, wollastonite, glass wool, and rock wool. Non-fibrous physical material include quartz, metallic cobalt, and nickel. Heating also causes the cancer. If you are drinking continuously the hot drink, then it may develop into the esophagus cancer. So avoid from now. Now, another interesting cause is the viruses. And the viruses which cause the cancer is known as oncoviruses. Here I have listed some of them. I have categorized them as the DNA viruses and RNA viruses. DNA viruses include hepatitis B virus, which causes liver cancer, papilloma virus for the cervical carcinomas, herpes viruses for the Burkitt's lymphoma, nasopharyngeal carcinomas, and Kaposi's sarcoma. RNA virus include hepatitis C virus, which causes also liver cancer, retrovirus, which causes adult T-cell leukemia. So this was a general introduction of the cancer. In my upcoming videos, I will deal how these whole viruses, but one by one I will deal with these viruses, how they involve in the cancer, how the chemicals in the tea or in the tobacco are involved in cancer, how the I will also discuss about the molecular level, how they are the signaling molecules or other molecules in the signaling affect or the cause the cell proliferation and apoptosis to cause the cancer. Although I have already discussed some points which leads to cancer in the cell cycle regulation and apoptosis itself. I have given the link of this two topic in my descriptions. You can get it from there. So this was in my video. So for more about the cancer, don't forget to subscribe and share my channel. Be yourself. Till then, goodbye and have a nice day.